the sort of initial proximate reason I joined Starling was that I was not feeling satisfied at my the job I was working on at the time. So wanted to leave, and a friend of mine who had worked at that job with me a while back had left and had joined this thing called Starling, and he was one of the people who had been brought on in the wake of all of this turbulence and so on, and we reached out to each other simultaneously via different channels. Him asking me, are you interested in taking a job, and me asking him, could you give me a job? Is this something of interest? So we reached out to each other. Then we met up and we were discussing things and so on. And I was really, and at the time I didn't know about all of the turbulence, but it was something that I think I expected to be there anyway, because this is a startup, and startups always go through periods of turbulence, right? The number of startups that don't survive their first few years is very high. There is a very high drop-off rate where something, you try something out and it doesn't quite work, either commercially or you can't get the people to agree on the vision and go forward with it and so on. So I was very taken with the idea of building a bank from the ground up, from scratch. And a bank that was really focused on trying to improve the customer experience. That was definitely something that I was taken by, the sort of challenge to the old, orthodoxy way of doing things from the traditional high street banks, who sort of pay lip service to customers, but are so big that pissing off one customer doesn't really matter to them. And they can just carry on regardless. And I thought, well, some challenge to that would be definitely a good thing.